I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy. He really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home.
Hi guys.
Welcome back, guys.
Today we're going to be talking about the viral video, a Turkish German woman who said, "There's no competition for me against black women."
Yep,
Uh-oh.
let's get right into it.
This is Turkish, German-based YouTuber Seria Brooks, whose controversial video exploded in virality after she made some very bold claims about how there was simply no competition when it came to dating and pursuing her preference in men, black men. A video that was accompanied by the caption, "German woman says black women are no competition. It's easy because there's no family unit," slowly but surely began to grab the attention of millions.
I don't give a how many valid points that German woman had or if she was right or wrong. She don't get a chance to speak on black women, black love, black marriages, and black anything. And I rad for black men. You understand what I'm saying?
If a German man that was married to a black woman would have got on this internet and said black men don't treat black women right and black men need to treat black women better, do you think the sisters would have told that man to mind his business? Or do y'all think they would have been praising him?
Seria Brooks made a few key points that were highly controversial and upset many people who disagreed with some of the statements she made. In the viral video, she emphasized that she stood out to her husband, who is black, because of her calm, respectful, and nurturing demeanor, which contrasted the behavior he was used to from other women. She also noted that her husband's family lacked a strong family unit and criticized many American women as being lost and living in a delusional world, leading to potential lifelong loneliness.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy. He really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown because unfortunately a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time.
Seria Brooks first visited the US in 2001. Although she would only spend a few years in the United States, she experienced a culture shock when she saw how differently Turkish women treat their men compared to Western women.
There is a lot going on in America. As I said, I lived there for 2 years. I have seen a lot of crap, and just looking inside of those households as a traditional Turkish woman, I was shocked. I was shocked at the fact how much disrespect an American man would have to take from a woman, how lazy some women are. Again, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of them, and how entitled some of them are.
Remember how I said the caption of her viral video read, "German woman says black women are no competition. It's easy because there's no family unit"? Well, she never explicitly mentioned black women as the women she was contrasting herself to in her viral video. And you might wonder who wrote the caption. Well, we'll get to that later. Even though she never mentioned black women specifically, I do want to point out that in an extended version of that same video, she did share that when she met her husband, one of the challenges she faced was a previous fling that her husband was getting over, who wanted to beat her up because she didn't like the fact that a white girl was pursuing a black man. In her words, regardless, I do personally believe that her video wasn't specifically meant to target black women, but was meant for Western modern women in general. Seria encouraging men to find wives overseas isn't a new concept. There's a growing trend of more men going overseas to date and marry women in other countries. The Good Men Project released an article in 2022 with the headline, "American Men are no longer interested in American women. The dating wars are on." The article highlights a shift in dating preferences, suggesting a decline in American men's interest in American women, signaling potential changes.
So I'm just going to stop it for a second.
That's a good point.
So we haven't gone through this whole video yet. We just happen to have seen parts of the clips of the original video.
Mm-hmm.
And so honestly, everything this guy is saying is pretty spot on. The woman is a Turkish woman who's from Germany or based in Germany. And
Basically, she's Turkish.
she's basically Turkish. Her values and her traditions, they all come from Turkey. They don't come from Germany, because German women are going to be very similar to what you would see in the United States. And I find it very interesting that all of the titles that I've been reading are all saying this German white woman is saying that black women are no competition. And as you're watching this video, they're explaining that,
She's
hey, she's
Turkish.
actually Turkish, and she was talking about Western women in general. But at the end of the day, she's still right. The problem transcends race. Like, it's not just
Mm-hmm.
black women, white women, whatever type of women in America. It's all westernized women who are having this issue of just not being feminine. And same story with me and Shamim. Shamim is just like this Turkish woman. She's from Iran. She has the same feminine traits that she has. She greets me at the door when I come home from work if she's home and not at work. She makes me food whenever I want food. I don't even have to ask for it. She just brings it to me. She's like, hey, Michael, do you want anything to eat? Are you hungry? Sometimes she'll show up at night with a fruit plate already prepared for me. She just
Taken care of.
taking care of me. She's very feminine. Like, we both respect each other, and that's a big part. A lot of these Western women, they just show no respect.
I think I didn't compete either.
Honestly,
By the first month that we started dating, he was looking into rings. And
it's
I was
true.
like, I didn't have to even try.
We were engaged within 9 months and married within a year of meeting each other.
And
So
I know, like,
there's
we both were, like, looking for people, and I know he went on a date with, like, American woman, and he was
Mhm.
like, it would only
Yeah.
last a day. And I didn't even try. I I was in the same situation as this Turkish woman was.
Yep.
I feel like women in America, not all of them for sure. Some people, well, most of them, I would say, they they're not feminine. They don't like to take care of other guys. They feel like everything has to be 50-50. Um, why would I have to make him lunch or dinner? Or why would I have to clean the house? We have to both do it together. I mean, these are like basic things back home that we learn from our parents that as a female, you have to take care of your man. You have to cook for him. You have to clean the house. You have to, um, take care of the kid. Uh, you have to support his needs. And on top of working, it's not like we don't work. No, I work as well too. So it's not like, no, I'm just a stay-home wife. So
And a lot of women will be like, "Oh, this girl, she's beautiful. She's, but she's just, she's not smart. She's dumb because she just wants to be a slave or something like that." But no, at the end of the day, I mean, she's a doctor of pharmacy. She's a pharmacist. I mean, she's not. She's
no,
smart.
I work
You
at the
know,
same time that
like
I take care of my
the
husband.
the first thing that westernized women will do is try to degrade these other women who are not who are traditional, because they have nothing else to stand on. They're like, oh, they must be like third world individuals because they're willing to be feminine and willing to play their role as a woman.
Yeah, and
So,
then I feel like there's something else as well too that American female, they try to show their body a lot too, and I feel like that's a turn off for a lot of guys.
mhm, yeah,
Because like if you see the pictures that they post on their social media, and it's always either with bikini or like not even a bikini, probably just a line.
yeah,
But a lot of guys they don't like that either. And why would you want to if you have so much good qualities in you, you don't have to show your body to get attention from someone. You
right,
know what I mean?
yeah,
So I feel like I didn't compete either.
yeah. There's no competition.
There wasn't any.
Let's
I had him the first month.
in dating dynamics and preferences within the American populace. A lot of people know this movement as the Passport Bros.
So why are you into black men? Tell me why.
I don't know. I think they have like charisma and things, but I have good experience with them, and I don't know, I have a lot of fun with them.
What's the difference between American culture with regard to relationships and Turkish culture or culture where you're from?
So over here it's the same thing. It's very modern, it's very westernized, and the mindset of a lot of women is very similar to what you would experience in America, but it's not as severe. You know, you don't have women running around celebrating their body count. You don't have women here openly sitting down talking about their sexual preferences, you know. All that is kind of being held in the background. And as far as the Turkish community, we take pride in contributing to the household. Like you would never see us putting a man down, especially not publicly. We wouldn't do that.
It's no surprise that modern feminism and the Western sex-obsessed culture is slowly spreading to all corners of the earth. However, what was surprising was not only did people react to her viral video, but a lot of Black women actually agreed with her.
That German woman did not lie when she was talking about us Black women. She ain't lie at all. I seen a lot of people that was mad. Like, they was mad at her. And it's like, why are you mad? If you're mad, that means there's some things you need to correct in yourself. Hey, I even took one little thing that she said. I was like, I do need to eat that up right there because I don't be doing that. But everything else, I be doing for my man, period. 10 toes down, I do those things. But a lot of Black women do not value men. A lot of women, period, in America don't value men.
It's women,
and that's the problem. We don't value men, and we can't keep making the excuse of, oh, my upbringing, I was brought up like this or like that, and that's why X, Y, and Z.
This commenter said in response to her video, Kevin Samuels Bin said this: "It took a German lady to get the point across for some." Another person added, "Most don't want a relationship. They want a sponsorship," which is followed by another comment that says, "They're going to come for you, but you're speaking truth." And another woman teasing her saying, "I hope you get picked." And someone responded back to that chick and said, "It's crazy, you proving her point, LOL.
That German woman did not lie. She did, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to tell you from Black woman to Black woman, that woman did not tell one. And this is coming from a person who's been through DV, got out of DV, now is married to a great Black man. A good man, you heard me? She did not tell no lie. Black women do not know how to appreciate their man. They do not know how to be submissive to their man. They do not recognize when they have a good man. This is not no love and hip hop shit. I done seen it in real life, firsthand. When a woman has a good man, they still find a way to demean them. Me and my husband is not perfect. We'll never claim to be perfect. Yeah, we still have arguments, but at the end of the day, the core success to our relationship is respect. When he come home, the house is clean. Do I cook 7 days a week? No. I'm a wife, not a slave, not a maid. He do not have cooked meals 7 days a week. No. 5 days out of 7, he has cooked meals. I make sure he good. I fold his clothes. I don't wash them. I make his life as easy as possible.
Specific.
Why you may ask? Because he pours into where he know.
I mean,
if
I
I'm
fold
good
your
and
clothes
I'm straight
too.
and I'm the head of my
We both
household,
do.
and a direct result of that, my wife gonna make sure I'm straight. Y'all don't know how to talk to these Black men. Y'all don't know how to treat these Black men.
Someone responded back to this woman's video and said, "This went over a lot of people's heads. I hear you, T." And she responded back and says, "It's a lot of people mad at me in the comments, but that's okay with me. They feel attacked and I understand." Another chick added to the conversation and said, "This is very important. Preach," which is followed by another comment that says, "Y'all definitely missing the point, but I hear you, sis."
Not all Black men deserve their love. Not all Black men deserve your feminine energy. Baby, you got to recognize when you have a good man, you have to nurture that relationship. I stress that to y'all. That German woman was not wrong.
I do think that it's worth noting that it seems like most women who agree with the Turkish woman are mostly married. The truth is,
So I don't think we're going to go through the whole video.
I'm glad that some, I mean, Black women, they actually like agreed with her, because we always like say, no, everyone's wrong. We're not like this. But if you really like look into ourselves, we all have faults, you know?
We all have flaws at the end of the day, men and women. And there's some pretty good points that were made, as in, not every man is going to deserve your femininity and care, and vice versa. Not every woman is obviously going to deserve a man's masculinity and traditional traits. So it
That's
goes both
true.
ways. But it is interesting. He was making that final point there about how a lot of people who do agree, they are typically already married and probably already have very traditional or pretty close to traditional values. So,
That's true.
but yeah,
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I agree too. I think it's interesting how they twisted it, this whole entire video, to be about like, hey, this is against black women only, but she was actually targeting all Western women, which,
it wasn't black
it's
women.
like, it's almost like her channel got canceled. I think it was either her TikTok or YouTube or something that got canceled because it was targeted against black women. But
Specific
and
race.
it's like if she would have said Western women, or not that she said that, she did say Western women, but if someone wouldn't have like changed the caption to say black, she probably wouldn't have gone through that getting canceled and stuff, which is kind of sad to think about. It's just a lot of people are right. Some of these women need some inner reflection on themselves and realize like if you want to keep a man, you want to get a man to marry you, a good man, you gotta step it up. The competition is fierce overseas. Take that passport, your guys are gone. I didn't even need the passport. She came to me. She was already here in the US, so
I didn't even need a passport. Good thing.
so yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
some pretty good advice for you guys. Just go overseas.
just go
Just do it.
or find someone who was already here.
Or find someone who's already here who does happen to be traditional or have those values that you're looking for a long-term healthy relationship.
Yep.
But
well,
that's it for today. Let
yeah.
us know what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah.
We're
We'll be
interested to
looking
see.
for those.
Yep.
All right.
Until next time.
Have a good one.
Bye.